The health sector in Brazil can be described as a highly fragmented system, with many players and thousands of products. According to the World Health Organization, the sector generates business worth an estimated $291 billion a year. Brazil has a large and well-developed healthcare structure, 41,309 primary health units in operation, 75,902 outpatient clinics in Brazil's National Health Service, SUS, and 5,097 general hospitals throughout the country, with 1,049 of them specialized hospitals caring for SUS patients. All these healthcare facilities need massive daily inputs of equipment and services. Brazil's local municipal governments spend 68% more than is considered necessary under the country's constitution for meeting the population's healthcare needs. And the highest costs tend to fall on medium-sized towns and cities of between 500,000 and 1 million inhabitants. Despite the huge resources that are allocated to Brazil's healthcare sector, it still suffers from major problems such as inability to meet the health needs of the population efficiently and quickly, lack of appropriate equipment, lack of investment, poor management, corruption, poor physical conditions of hospitals and other health facilities, medical products wasted. But why is there so much inefficiency when it comes to public spending on health? The main problem is the great difficulty Brazil has in importing medtech products from abroad. 48% of all medical devices in Brazil are imported. Current legislation demands that 100% of such medical devices coming from abroad are officially approved by Anvisa, Brazilian Sanitary Surveillance Agency. This means that the Anvisa office at the ports of entry does not only take time to analyze all the accompanying documents, but undertakes physical inspections on every item of merchandise clearance by the customs authorities. In a recent ABIS survey, we estimated that around 443 million could be saved if private and public procedures were improved, and the time taken for approval of products between 2 and 50 business days harmonized. There is clearly an urgent need to lessen bureaucracy and red tape on exports and imports of medical devices. Another problem is low connectivity between the medtech industry and the people who actually use the devices. Brazil's huge territory, the demand generated by over 200 million people, and the multifarious logistical problems make implementation and costing of any healthcare-related activity a major challenge. According to the National Audit Office, TCU survey, in a 2014 systematic report on health surveillance, in 39% of all Brazil's health establishments, medicines and supplies are wasted, due mainly to failures in the bidding and procurement processes. An even bigger problem is that of infrastructure. Only 30% of the country's primary health units have one or more consulting rooms with a computer connected to the internet. This makes it extremely difficult to control and monitor inventories and flow. Obviously, an efficient and effective management model is needed. The health system's infrastructure is not well prepared to absorb and integrate information technology. But now is the ideal time to resolve many of the issues affecting the health sector. The ever closer convergence of the revolutions in healthcare and information technology means that Brazil now has a great opportunity to get much better value from its health spending. In 2015, the book Health 4.0, Proposals to Boost the Innovation Cycle in Medical Technology in Brazil, ABIS presented 31 proposals for the medical devices industry, with particular emphasis on integrating the areas of IT, manufacturing, online medical care, and health logistics. In this sector, since the product life cycle is very fast, 2 years. Using more IT to link up the processes will improve communication between parties and make the system more efficient. More information technology in the primary care and hospital networks would make it possible to share information about purchasing time, prices, delivery cycles, localization, and product uses, and as a result improve research and development, as well as ensure better access to public and private resources and the way they are managed. Of the 31 proposals for the phases of the cycle, we have chosen some that are directly related to the Internet of Things. ABIS is convinced that 5 of the key areas in which it operates will help Brazil to make more effective use of public funds spent on the health sector. 1. Speed up implementation of UDI, Unique Device Identification System for classifying products, therefore making it possible to track their production. 2. Track products, improve distribution logistics, digitize documentation related to medtech imports and to payments from public and private payers. 3. Promote the adoption of integrated IT systems in clinics, hospitals, and local authorities to assist them to improve management of health products available to them. 4. Facilitate post-market surveillance for evaluating medical technology. Using technical surveillance and results analysis can improve medtech products which are available in Brazil, as well as increase the value of products manufactured here. 5. Equally important is the question of health data security to ensure patient privacy, given that so much data will be circulating in the system. In view of that, and in answer to these points, it is worth noting that in August 2016, an agreement was closed between ABIS and GAESE, University of São Paulo, covering 2 actions aimed at the deployment of Health 4.0. 1. Tracking of medtech products. Phase 1. Apps for managing primary health units. The first phase of the project aims to improve the management system of municipal primary health units by employing mobile apps to ensure traceability, inventory control, and minimize surpluses and shortages of medical devices. 2. Optimization of foreign trade procedures. Phase 1. Imports of goods and products subject to approval by Anvisa pursuant to RDC 81/2008. Can be adopted by the private sector jointly with Anvisa to allow streamlining of the analytical process used for authorizing imports of goods and products subject to approval at ports, airports, and borders, based on procedures, policies, standards, systems, and management model in accordance with the standards established by RDC 81/2008.